I see you shiver with anticipation.
But it's not my place to judge why people like a weird thing. I never do that.
Then what are you for?
Treachery to intellectual integrity.
Drooling, blithering idiots.
Absolute moral chaos.
What the is wrong with you? What the What I'm saying is the planet's on fucking fire.
Patient.
Life is
Chaos.
Of nothing.
life is sacred.
Welcome, everybody, and happy Halloween to... Boy, I sound like shit, don't I?
You sound awful.
This is probably not the best time for this. All right. Sorry, Disney. Didn't mean to offend you.
Don't worry.
Welcome, everybody. All right, there we go.
Oh, don't put that on the table.
Oh, sorry.
It's gonna get
I'm
us
sorry,
demonetized.
listeners. We're going to get taken down.
We're gonna get demonetized from YouTube.
All right, welcome, everybody. This is the Freak and the Deviant today. My name is Spider.
And I'm Alexander.
And for our guest, we got...
Hi, I'm Maxie.
Yeah. And this is the... How do we do this? Yeah. Freak and the Deviant Podcast. Episode negative 28. Hey,
Wow.
negative 28. Fucking episode. We're doing great. Anyway.
28. Jesus.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Today is... it's been not Halloween for 21 minutes now. Sorry for the delay. This podcast was supposed to start way earlier, but... It's a holiday. It's been fun. you got your first fan. Yeah.
Yeah, we got fans now.
We got fans watching the show. Yeah.
It's freaking weird.
Welcome, everybody. Oh, how you guys doing? How are you feeling this spooky night?
I'm a hairy wizard.
You couldn't help yourself.
I couldn't help myself. I dressed up as a pun for Halloween, and I think it's the best pun I've ever come up with.
I actually hate that. You know how many fucking serial killer outfits I've seen?
You mean sociopaths?
No,
Oh,
the little boxes of cereal with knives on them.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
Oh.
serial killer. And I'm like, oh my god.
That's bad. That's just lazy. At least dress up as a pun. Like a good pun.
A good pun, not just a pun.
Not just
a good one.
Not just a pun. A good pun.
I was talking to somebody about intracranial transplants earlier today.
That's a good intro.
I love the
Good
segue.
intro.
No. So y'all were talking about puns, and that's
Big brain mode coming up.
this is big brain time. And they were talking about how if you wanted to take a human brain and put it into an animal's brain, you'd either have to make the animal skull larger to accommodate the human brain, or teach the human brain to do more with less gray matter. And they were like, that's just going to be a huge headache. And I was like, well, when you're talking about intracranial transplants, it's going to be a huge headache one way or the other. And I'm surprised that it gets slapped for that.
Welcome to the Freak and the Deviant, the podcast about freak and deviant behavior, anything and everything that might label you a fucking weirdo or a freak or a deviant by regular society is what we like to talk about
I think
here.
intracranial transplants count as deviant behavior. I mean, not everyone gets an intracranial transplant.
Doesn't seem fun to me.
And nobody ever really talks about them because it's not a super common practice.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
We were watching a movie the other day called, I think it's called Pure, which my girlfriend's completely obsessed with it lately. It's about, have you seen it?
No, I don't
So
think so.
it's about this cult type thing where they take little girls to kind of marry their dads in a way that like their promise rings, and I'll stay a virgin until my dad chooses who I can marry, that kind of bullshit, right?
Oh, I think I saw
And
it
they
came at the end of that.
Yeah, because he's been watching
it
over and over. I think multiple times you've shown up and she's watching it.
weird.
And I remember that at one point one of the girls says, like, I like to give my husband the gift you can only give once. And I'm like, lobotomy? Castration?
You could give 2 lobotomies.
Can you give 2 castrations?
No.
You can only give 1 murder.
That's true.
Yeah, because if you didn't successfully do it the first
Yeah.
time.
So
Which
you
is
didn't
why
give it correctly, yeah.
which is why you can give more than 1 lobotomy, but you can only give 1 castration.
Can you actually give more than 1 lobotomy?
Yeah,
I didn't know
all
that. I thought
lobotomy
once
is
they fuck you up, that's it.
no. All it is a removing of a particular portion of the brain. You can remove several portions of the brain.
Oh, okay. That
You
makes
can just take out.
Yeah, because
2 or
otomy
3.
means removal of a thing.
Yeah.
And then lobotomy means from the
frontal lobe. Yeah.
frontal lobe. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you can actually remove multiple things from
I don't
the
know
brain.
why I thought lobotomy.
You
'cause
can only remove 1 set of testicles from a person, at least initially, unless they have something weird with
they
them.
keep growing.
Yeah, unless they just start growing again.
They just have
Which
oh
that
gosh,
would be an
what's the word?
awkward conversation with your wife.
axolotl
I don't
genes.
know.
They just regenerate. Axolotl genes.
Oh, really?
Axolotls can regrow any part of their body.
Like Wolverine or Deadpool? Deadpool can grow a head.
Which one?
Huh? Yes. But remember, it starts very small, but like Beetlejuice.
I wonder if he could
It's
like.
with the tiny little head.
Oh my god.
I think about that one guy from Men in Black. The guy
Yeah,
who
that
runs
was
it.
actually Tony Shalhoub, Monk.
Yes.
The
I
guy who
remember-
Yeah.
gets his fucking head blown up and it
Yeah.
grows
Yep.
back up.
Yeah.
I like his shoes. Like, how do you know his head will grow back? It grows back. I was just like also thinking because I saw a dude at work wearing like a bloody shirt. That's his outfit.
Just a
You
bloody
know, like,
shirt.
have you seen The Office? There's an episode where like Creed shows up bloodied up, and they're interviewing him, and he's like, "It's Halloween." Oh, that is very convenient timing. All right. There's like a subplot of that guy being a criminal, and that's not his real name.
Yeah.
It's a whole.
I haven't watched
If you watch The Office, it's
I've
fascinating.
never watched
you
The
need
Office.
to. You need to go binge watch that. I think you a lot of the comedy will hit you.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's pretty well written. A lot of continuity. A lot of shit that happens, kind of like Rick and Morty.
Mm.
Like little things you wouldn't care about at the first season, like show up later, and they're like, oh shit, that they remembered that they had done this little stupid dumb shit. Yeah, it's fascinating. Anyway, so Maxie, what's your sexual thing?
What?
My sexual thing? You're gonna have to be a little more specific.
I included it because he's also a deviant, a sexual deviant, probably beyond what I do, probably not beyond what you do. So this is the proper
I'm the happy medium.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle. Like just, what's your favorite kink? Let's put
My
it.
favorite
Ooh, I know
kink?
what mine is.
I mean, I know it, right?
I mean, what's my favorite kink? It depends on what we talk
Oh
about.
no!
favorite.
What's your favorite kink that you have?
Oh, that I have.
Not that you
Okay.
know about.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Okay.
fucking deviant.
Weirdo.
He likes kinks he doesn't have.
No, I love kinks that I do not have because I like to look at that and go, wow, I'm not into that, but that's really neat.
But you
I
probably,
do- no,
you
I do
probably
the same
enjoy
thing.
that people react weird.
Oh yeah, no. When I was showing you the belly button penetration, that was
Yes.
a thing.
Wait a minute, hold on.
That
What?
is a thing that happened
That was
in
a
this
thing
show.
on the podcast. I had him look up belly button penetration, not just like having sex with someone's like a larger
It's a
individual's
pen.
belly button, as in like literally inserting something into someone's belly button cavity and like keeping going until it goes into them.
No, thank you. First off,
Absolutely
no.
not.
Not a million years.
That ranks pretty high up there because that one really gets people.
It's gross. Well, and then the first time you showed me the whole the egg thing where you insert an egg into the,
Ovipositors, yeah.
yeah.
Oviposition.
And I'm like, ew, why would someone do that? Where's the pleasure in that? And he said, because that reaction right there. Because somebody
Yeah.
goes, ew, that to some people, that's kind of that's an
Yeah.
attractive thing, right? You're doing something somebody else considers weird.
Yeah, it's the same concept with
Oh,
like
we got a comment up
humiliation.
here. I just found out about pony play, and it's kind of fascinating. You know about pony play?
I
yeah.
know a fair amount. I've done a fair amount of work
You've done
for
it. Oh,
pony
no shit.
for pony play people. I've never done pony play. I have done a fair amount of work for pony play people because one thing that pony play people need is leather work.
Oh, and you're a leather guy. Yeah, that
and
makes sense.
Yeah, you get a lot of people who are like, "Can you make me like this strip for like this price?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not? All right, here's a few leather strips that took me, 10 minutes to cut out. Thanks for the free blank."
Yeah.
So
Sorry, I'm trying to see if we can show videos here because I forgot to set that part up. There it is. So we can. All right. Just making sure.
if we are showing videos.
No, I mean I haven't nothing in mind, but I do want to show the McKinney Manor thing. But I think we've done it before.
We did that last week.
And have you heard of McKinney Manor?
Yes.
What
I
do you
think-
know about it?
I really only know what you've told me, and then you showed me the documentary a few weeks ago.
Yeah, Haunted, Hunters, or something like that.
Something
yeah.
like that a few weeks ago, and then
That's when that
we talked
dude-
about it earlier this week.
Yeah, well, apparently, some of the waiver got released, got leaked, and is not supposed to. Like, nobody has seen the 40-page waiver except people who try to get in
My
there.
mom even asked me about it.
Yeah, and-
Actually, it was funny. The morning when I was leaving here, Tuesday morning, my mom called me and we were talking about something. She was like, "Have you heard of this like haunted house? It's called McCamey." I was like, "McCamey Manor," and
Yeah.
she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "She's like, what do you know about it?" And I was like, "Not a whole lot. It's just really fucked up."
Yeah. Well, and it's definitely illegal. This is one of those things that I discussed with some of the friends at the haunted house, which was they shouldn't call themselves a haunted house. And for the longest time, and I've said it before, like that's fucked up. That's crossing the line. That defeats the purpose of the art of scaring people because they're no longer just scaring people; they're torturing people until they quit. That's no longer, in our opinion, is more of a kink now.
Yeah.
Right. And part of the thing is that the guy films you, and I have a suspicion the dude's selling that shit on the dark web.
I also feel like he gets off on it.
Probably. That's also
Like-
probably true, but he's offering like $20,000 for someone that gets over 10 hours there.
That's
and nobody's
insane.
nobody's ever done it. Now, why would he offer that kind of money? He doesn't charge for people to get in.
Yeah.
So he's basically paying people to come in and get tortured. That sounds to me like there is a profit there.
Mm-hmm.
Because it costs him thousands of dollars to build the haunt, and he doesn't charge tickets
and
to
he
get
has
in.
to move states like every year.
Yeah, and he has to move every time he gets shut down. So, in my opinion, there is some gain there. He's getting something out of those videos, and I seriously doubt some dude's paying $20,000 so he can jerk off every now and then.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't think
There's
that's
no way.
he's got to be making money off of those videos. Again, if not enough people go, he doesn't make the money. He needs to start offering out some of the money. So I can see some like I don't know. You know more about that than me. Like dark
What?
web stuff.
I mean,
there
there's
is a
definitely
profit there, right? There is a market.
There's really a market for that. And honestly, you don't even have to go dark web for that. You can go
Seriously?
You can go pretty deep in just the regular internet and still be able to get some videos like that and get it paid for.
Interesting.
Yeah, you don't even have to go particularly dark for that.
And you can probably still sell it as it's just a haunted house.
Yeah.
Like we're showing you the stream of this haunted house in this particular town, and people might have to pay to get in. Like there's a paywall behind it. It's so fucking creepy to me. But we saw some of the waiver, and they are like some of the things that they're telling you. They're telling you
We
they're
won't go
going
over
to
the
do.
waiver again this week.
No,
because
but
we
a
went
couple
over
of
it
things
last
that were
week.
basically nail in the hand. They can pull your tooth out without medication.
Yeah, they can pull your
they
tooth
can
out.
fish hook you. What was it? Oh, they can roofie you. They can give you medication
Yeah.
at their. And I was like, what the fuck?
By pill or
Hell no.
hypodermic needle. Yeah.
Yeah, by hypodermic. Yeah, I was like, what
And I'm
the
like,
fuck? They're straight up and sent at our discretion.
Yeah.
So they can
Yeah.
just fucking abuse you. They can just fucking roofie you, rape you, and
Yeah.
send you out, and you have no idea what happened.
Exactly.
They can do that legally according to their fucking waiver. Go fuck yourself. That's not even a thing.
I don't
Yeah.
even know like what the legal requirements are for a waiver.
I don't think that's a waiver. Like I don't think that waives any rights.
In Texas, you have to basically go in accordance to law. So again, in Texas, you cannot consent to assault. So here, completely not like you cannot be consent to being roofied. You cannot consent to
So
being
much
beat up.
take
You
a
can't
shot.
consent to being tattooed against your will. None of that counts. Like
Oh
you
yeah,
cannot
that's
do-
it too. They can tattoo
Yeah.
you or pierce you. Oh my fuck that.
Yeah, none of that. None of that.
That
counts.
whole fucking thing drives me insane. I can't
so it
believe
would
that's
be
a thing.
completely unavailable here.
Yeah.
So you really couldn't do it.
It's
here.
in Tennessee, which I want to look up what the laws are like over there.
I wish I could. I wish. It's so
Anyway.
much different. Like
Happy Halloween. I'm
Happy
about to take a
Halloween,
shot.
everybody. The Devil's Brew.
We got very off
Tequila.
topic from the initial question.
Oh yeah, kinks.
Oh yeah, kinks.
I was like,
I'm so sorry.
We just tangent.
This
off
is
of
the
that.
point of the show. I don't know if you know that tangents are our bread
Yeah,
and butter.
no, I'm
our
honestly
common
not surprised.
gist. Our I don't know.
Knowing you guys, I'm
Now
genuinely
pea
not
and
surprised.
vinegar.
Yeah.
Props to
Pea and-
anybody who knows what that is from.
Did you get the picture I sent to you?
No. Oh
The
yeah, I
lady
did.
with the sword.
Yeah,
I was like,
okay.
I loved it.
So yeah, what is your preferred kink?
Of mine,
Yes.
consensual, non-consensual play.
Oh, con non-con. That's a fun one.
Yeah,
Very common,
that's-
right?
Ooh, that's a. No, that one's significantly less common. That is the more extreme version of what you get a lot of other stuff. That's if you've been playing with a partner for a very long time and you.
That's the one that's easy to abuse, actually.
Yes, that is one that a lot of people like, but they never. People are always like trying to jump in and be like, "Yeah, I can do con non-con. Yeah, I can do this." No.
Is that self-explaining enough, or would you like to explain what that means?
In layman's terms, it's just a rape kink. That's just the easiest way to explain it. But obviously, there's a lot of like talking, conversation, and rules and stuff that goes behind before you ever
The
get
scene.
to
Yeah,
Like-
so yeah, there's basically two big things. There's RF, which is called rape fantasy, which is can be a form of con non-con. Con non-con is the revoking of consent, and that can be That can be
That's what safe words are invented for.
right. So, like I said, this is
So
one
they
of those
can
things.
act like they don't want something.
Right.
While it's playing
This
scene.
one is there are basically no safe words here. And you play with the person for so long that they know where the boundaries are.
Yeah.
They know where you can
They know how to
play
read
to.
your body language and
How-
all
you
that.
know
Yeah.
what you can take, and that's basically where con non-con stands. And a lot of people try and go into it and be like, I can do con non-con. We've been playing for like a month, and then they get hurt, and they're like, oh no, shocked Pikachu face. What happened? Yeah.
Oh no.
It's and so they think it's going to be this fun thing. It's like no. I've never been with a partner long enough to feel comfortable doing con non-con. And
Interesting.
I've been with some partners for a very long time. It takes a lot of dedication, takes a lot of play within the kink community itself. Not just being with a partner for a long time, but being with a partner and doing kink for a long time. Because they're two different avenues, right? When you're really bare bones on someone.
Yeah.
You know, when there's nothing else between you and someone else's raw emotion right there, things can be said, things can be done that you never knew your partner could do, right? You never got that far with that partner before. So, and especially in the con non-con place, you don't know what's going to happen, and that's the thing, is that for you to do it safely, you have to know every single variable going into it.
And it's something that I haven't actually gotten to experience because, like you said, it takes a lot of, you have to know somebody inside and out, backwards and forwards, and upside down and diagonally.
Or a really shitty dumb that's willing to just
Well, yeah.
fuck
That's
up.
doing it the unsafe way.
Yeah. and-
But in order to like really do it the right way and actually be able to enjoy it in the long run, like I've never trusted somebody that much.
Trust is hard to come by, really. And really easy to fuck up almost anytime.
Yeah, but
yeah.
it's a really good currency. Trust is like the best currency.
Yeah.
It really is.
Can't really
So,
buy shit with it. But...
I was going to get into haunted houses today because it is Halloween. And we know a thing or two about haunted houses.
Yeah, we're both monsters. Professional monsters.
Y'all know infinitely
It's
more
also
about
your
haunted
hobby.
houses than I do.
It really is my hobby.
It's a hobby for you to be a monster, yeah.
I really like it's more of a hobby for me, more of a job for you. I mean,
Yeah.
I learned how to do
Okay, I've got to come in here. What's up, guys? Finally got to join in. I have a question for you guys when you get a chance that I've been asking people.
Oh, no, is it anything like my questions?
I don't know.
I have
whenever
really,
you're ready,
really
we'll...
invasive questions, and I'm going to be excited.
Yeah. And again, she's down to talk about anything.
Yeah, I have no
filters, no boundaries.
No respect. No respect at all.
While we're waiting for that question, yeah. So we worked in haunted houses for a while now. Jeez.
That's where we met.
Yeah,
We met at a haunted house working together, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Wait, the audio's off? Oh, yeah, that's when we have a guest and there's a 2-camera thing, it becomes kind of a problem.
Sorry,
Yeah,
this
It
is my
overloads
fault,
it,
guys.
so the audio's gonna be a little off.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like, I think yours is gonna match perfectly with the audio, but ours is have a delay because this
Because it's got the double. Yeah.
Sorry about
yeah,
that.
because this camera's HD and that one's not. So this camera takes a little, it lags behind.
Yeah, sorry
But
about that, guys.
That's fine. Most of our audience is gonna be audio, so it doesn't really matter. And you guys can see our pretty faces. It doesn't have to match the lips perfectly.
Pretty. I mean, I know I am, but
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I know she is, but I mean,
What did you guys think of Crown Jewel? I did not watch that. Crown Jewel, this is a WWE thing, is the pay-per-view that happened in Saudi Arabia.
oh,
And it happened this morning, or yesterday in the morning, or something like that. It happened, over there, it should have been, I think, November 1st, but here, it would have been a morning of today, I think. I think it started like at
so this is a
noon, 11
WWE
a.m.
thing. Okay.
Yeah, WWE does business with Saudi Arabia. They get paid out the ass to take the show over there. And for the first time ever, they had a women match. That has never happened. They had a women match at that venue, which is the weirdest shit. Because that's not the thing they allow. And of course, they're covered from head to toe. You know, the outfits women wrestlers wear pretty much bikinis.
Yeah.
They're not
that's-
doing that.
I didn't
They
think
were
so.
wearing full fucking bodysuits, like a Kill Bill type, you know. That's what they were wearing. And but I mean, that was a first ever. That's historic that they allowed like women athletes to do that kind of
That's
performance
interesting.
in Saudi Arabia. That was today, and also Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. Speaking of, that's
Speaking
that
of
conversation we had about that. Yeah, that guy's champion. He won the title. over
Oh,
there. Yeah.
neat.
So he's bringing the title back home. Like he's coming back as champion from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
That's fascinating.
interesting. Yeah, so back on to haunted hauses. So we first met at a haunted house.
Yeah. Scaring people, and then we did a different job in that same haunt.
Yeah, in
where
that
we,
same haunt. I was actually, I was moved around a lot. And then eventually they put me in a hallway where I got punched a lot.
You got punched here.
I mean, yeah, I did get punched here. I got punched twice here.
Yeah. Defending me.
I get punched a
You
lot.
were defending my honor.
And successfully.
That's romantic.
Yeah. He's such a man.
I mean, I try. Last time I checked, I was. But I haven't checked recently,
I mean,
so...
the thing is, I got punched and I didn't defend myself because I'm not a violent dude.
Yeah.
I just like, get the fuck out of my house. It.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I think even then, I was sort of telling him to leave, but didn't aggressively say it. And Kelsey's the one, no, get the fuck out. She just jumped in and got aggressive and kicked his ass out. And then he tried to come back and he got in the way and he got punched because that was the thing that happened.
Yeah, that was the thing. We can talk about that later.
We drink
So,
too
yeah.
much here. Nah, he was doing crazy
I
shit.
don't drink too much here.
Nah, you never drink enough here.
Yeah.
You never even get a tipsy out of this house.
No,
You're
not
always
really.
the driver, that's why.
I am
Yeah.
always the driver. I am always the designated driver.
Yeah, we gotta get you a bed that you can stay here. And
Yeah,
And
my
just
own
crash.
little bed.
Yeah, and just get trashed in
Yeah.
you.
I
We used
either-
to. I was talking about this. This is why I want to go to IkiCon with you because I haven't seen you drunk since back in the day. You used to come over and get.
Oh,
drunk.
yeah, way
That's-
back when we were working at House of Torment.
Yeah, the only.
I just said that out wrong.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that. Anyway, but
Oops.
it doesn't matter. But basically, I remember that you wouldn't sing opera unless I got you drunk.
Yeah.
That was your rule. Now you've evolved enough that you've actually sang opera in public at a karaoke contest.
Yeah, that was
dressed as fucking Pagliacci.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, dude, fucking. I like to think there's some influence from my public thing.
Well, yeah, because I'm about to get personal here.
Uh-huh.
Way back when, I didn't like singing a whole bunch because I was forced to sing a lot. So every
Yeah, your mom was pushy as fuck.
my mom would just be constantly pushing me to sing, and so when I was just sitting around, I didn't really want to sing
Somebody
very
share my
much.
podcast.
And you're like, wait, you know how to do this and you don't do it? And I'm like, no, because I don't like doing it. So the only time I would actually sing is if I got drunk, because then I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah. So I had to get you to not give a shit, and I think at some point you just stopped giving a shit altogether.
Yeah,
and you didn't need alcohol to sing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that was a little personal. Anyway, so when we were working at the haunted house, which shall not be named.
shall not be named.
You shall not be
We're trying not to advertise.
Yeah.
We don't want the show to seem like advertising,
Yeah.
and we have no idea if we have permission to mention them to begin with, so we try to
Yeah, we're just
keep it out
trying
of
to
the.
be.
I'll try to cut it out later on, so
Yeah, we'll cut it out before we upload
so
it.
the audio version doesn't have it.
Yeah, my bad. I just gave you work.
It's fine.
Gross.
We'll get to it. We should probably mark it somehow.
Here. I'll just hold this up for a bit. Oh, no, yeah, that works. That works.
Yeah. Once that pops up, we gotta go
once
back
that
from
pops,
behind it.
yeah, okay.
Anyway, is that thing still charging? What happened?
I took it off so that way I could smoke it, and then you took
I'm
it away
sorry.
from me.
Well, you move it back. It's fine. Anyway, you can take it and put it back whenever you need it. If you can reach it.
Yeah, so when we were,
Sorry.
a couple things that I did want to, a lot of people don't know, how, haunted houses, do a lot of their stuff. So, they just think, oh, this haunted house shows up. A lot of people like to touch the monsters. A lot of people go at the monsters. They kind of forget. There's always this disconnect where you don't assume that the monster is an actual real person behind there.
You're a thing, and very often if
Whose
you
name is Jeff and has a kid and a wife and does it on his spare time. You don't realize that it is literally just a normal dude behind there making noises at you.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
I mean, it's a little bit scarier than noises, but it's
try-
basically
they try-
noises.
They try to teach you to have
Basically
some
your-
passion behind the thing where you scream at top of your
Yeah,
lungs and not
but
just.
it is just a dude though. It's not like, and sometimes they're just normal dudes. They're not even weird freaks like us. They're literally normal guy that you would see
I think
working at
most
9
of
to
them,
5.
most of them are sort of normies, and then there's and it's like 10% of the like they're just weirdos.
Yeah,
that
10%
we
of the
enjoy
monsters
this.
you punch are weirdos.
So keep punching them. I mean, it's only
Don't
only
do that.
punching a
I've been
few
punched
weirdos.
so many times.
I don't think I've ever been punched. I've been
It's
pushed.
the worst thing. Like, okay, so like I'm charging down a hallway, and I expect a little bit of resistance, but I never touched anyone. You know, I've worked very hard on not touching people. I've even bailed and really hurt myself to not touch somebody.
Yeah, you try to. Yeah,
You try never to touch someone. And I've been punched so many times. One time I was punched, I was stuck against a wall. Like, there was a whole bunch of people, and I'm just stuck against a wall. Like, plastered up, just
So they can
erring
pass
at
through
people
you,
so they can go really
Yeah.
quickly. And I get punched doing that.
Well, you didn't even do. Oh wow, that's annoying.
Yeah, I was just standing there,
you
and
know
a
what's
dude
funny?
punched me, and I'm just like, why?
I've gotten the exact opposite of that towards me. I have been sexually harassed as a monster.
Oh, yeah,
more
that's
than
true.
more
That's
than
true.
physically attacked.
I have been.
Because I like somebody's grabbed my butt, and I'm like, who the fuck? I mean, and there's no way of, addressing it. You're a monster, so it's like, stay in character. You can't do shit.
I've had people come up and try and kiss me. I've had people grab my junk. I've had.
That happened recently. I was like two girls were like, take a picture with us, and I'm like, and then like in character, right? So I just kind of stay in position, and they come standing either side of me. The camera's about to go, so you're like 3, 2, and then both kiss me. And I'm like, bitch, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's not the thing you're supposed to be doing with a monster.
It's not,
Monster kink is a real thing.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It
it is. I see you over there. I see you, over there.
You didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a monster kink.
Dude, I totally had a
imagining
situation where we're about to take a picture, and at the time my character was one that speaks, right? But I talk with her like a raspy, clowny voice, and I'm like, yeah, kind of thing. And this girl, which looked underage, and I feel very bad that this happened, but she's trying to pose on my side. She's like, this side, this is my good side. And my joke at the time was like, this side's pretty bad too. That was what I was going to say. Now, I said, this one's pretty bad too. And as I pointed up, I accidentally bumped the titty.
Oh no!
And I said, this one's pretty bad too. And I'm like, oh shit. And I can't take it back.
Yeah.
In character. That was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, that sounds weird.
Yeah.
So I just kind of kept
just have to
going.
go with it.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it. She complains. I guess I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I guess I'm in trouble. There's
It's kind of hard to take it back in character. It's weird. But you can't really, as a monster, if you tackle someone by accident, you can't just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, you're in character. You have to.
I've said
just kinda move
sorry.
away.
You just kind of scream sorry at them. It works, and it's terrifying. When a monster screams sorry in your face, it doesn't seem like an apology, but they are actually apologizing. They really mean it sincerely.
You are not going to believe who came by the haunt on Wednesday.
Who?
Sasha Banks and Bailey were at the haunt going through. I recognized them through the line, fucking blue hair. You know, like it's fucking stood the fuck out. And I'm like, is that? So I went inside and I told, my manager, like, you will not believe who the fuck's out there.
Jeez.
Like freaked out, and she went and done and like basically harassed them the whole like. You know how like when a monster picks a character, like a group, and just scare them through the whole haunt. She did that to Sasha Banks and Bailey.
That's
It was
interesting.
fucking dope.
That's amazing.
And it's not like I can break character. Like, hey, let me take a selfie with you. So I just kind of let the moment go.
I mean, that's what you got to do.
But they were there, and after years of
sacrifice-
being entertained by those entertainers, I entertained them. So that was a
that's-
pretty good payback.
That is
yeah.
one of the sacrifices you make, though. Like, even if there is a famous person, you're like, yeah, but for them to have a good time, I got to be back here and doing my thing.
Yeah.
And
Well, imagine if they broke character in the middle of
yeah.
a match. That would ruin the storytelling that they're
ruins
trying to
it.
tell.
Yeah. So you don't. You just you go like you go hardcore.
Paying the
and-
favor back, basically.
Yeah, and I bet you they are much happier knowing that
They probably have
good
no idea,
performer. I mean,
but-
that's just part of being a good performer.
Oh, another
though,
thing
not breaking character.
is, it did seem to me that most people around them had no idea who they were,
Really?
and that must be a good feeling. This is Austin.
Yeah.
In Austin, Texas, there's a lot of celebrities that kind of get by the weirdos because there's a lot of weirdos here.
Yeah.
So you never know if you're seeing a cosplayer or the person who's
Oh
famous.
yeah, there's a lot of cosplayers that
dude
just go
from-
down in Austin, just
chill
and just go.
This is actually one of the reasons some famous people have moved to Austin, because they can live a regular life here without being like, oh my god, you're famous. In LA, you can't do that. Famous dude living in LA, everybody's looking for a famous person to take a picture with.
Yeah.
And in Austin, it's just not the culture here. It's like,
Yeah.
you're a weirdo. Oh, you're famous. You're in that TV show. Let's have a drink. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, you just chill with people. Those guys from Supernatural have like a fucking bar here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they drink their constant. That dude got arrested recently, by the way.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
And then he was out of jail before morning.
Yeah, like, they just
Like-
paid his bail. Like, I punched some
He's
dude
like,
in my
"Alright,
bar.
I'm
Fuck
gone."
it.
No, he didn't just punch one dude. He punched the general manager and the bouncer
Of his own bar.
of his own bar. He punched his own employees.
What are they gonna do?
Like,
Oh, I'm gonna report you to the owner. Bitch, you're fired.
I mean, they
Well,
can
no, like,
actually.
what?
There's actually some bad repercussions for punching your employees.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Well,
Yeah.
and, like the thing is, like they were trying to get him to leave because he was too drunk. And so they got him out, and he forced his way back in. I think he got into a scuffle with the general manager. They forced him back outside, and then he ended up getting into a fight with somebody else before somebody finally called the cops.
That is fascinating. Can you?
And he was
do-
laughing
if-
when the cops showed up.
If you own a bar, can you do that?
Well, you can't assault someone.
No,
but can they keep you out of your own bar if you own it?
well, yeah, there's
Well,
laws.
the general manager, his job is
It's to keep it safe,
is
right?
to keep it safe and keep the bar going.
Yeah.
And so even if the owner doesn't like it, he's hired the guy to take care of his own problem.
I have never noticed that the top of this looks like the bottle, upside down. You notice it's
Yeah,
the same
they can't.
shape.
We can't show that on the podcast.
I cannot, but the shape of the bottle and the cap is the. This is
okay,
the
but,
top,
like,
by the way,
the way
guys.
that you look on camera.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my dick. Yeah, it's just a very
Wow,
nice.
and I'm
dick
sitting.
indeed.
The worst part is that I'm looking down. and I'm like, yeah,
it's
look,
pretty nice.
the
yeah.
tip kind of looks like the rest of
It's
it.
very,
Yeah,
very shapely. Yeah.
yeah. You have a very symmetrical, but albeit
this is the
horizontally
top of my
symmetrical.
bottle here, and the bottle looks just like this, but like this is upside down. So like this is the cap, but like upside down, that's what the bottle looks like, just big. And I just noticed that coincidence. Can't show the label because I don't like advertising for things that don't pay me. So
Can we
I
just,
don't
like, peel
think
the label
anyone.
off?
I don't know. I think this is printed on it.
Is it?
It's not a sticker. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
no,
is
it's printed.
definitely printed
Yeah,
on.
you can't take
Yeah,
that
but-
off.
That's always sad.
Later on, like I don't know, like I kind of like put stickers and labels.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Put my own face on it. Just
So what is
my own liquor.
I have a quick question. What is the standard? So I know you have Day of the Dead over in Mexico, so we're
Yes.
gonna go ahead and segue onto that. Do you guys also have a Halloween celebration?
We do not. No, that's
Okay.
not a Mexican thing at all. That's a pagan
enough.
thing.
I mean, yeah, but
And
Yeah,
in
same
Mexican,
here.
most Catholics fucking hate pagan shit.
yeah, that's fair.
So
That's very
even Christmas is not really the
There
same
were
in Mexico.
actually. I was.
That's gonna be an interesting Christmas episode.
In Mexico, there's more of a Jesus thing altogether. There's nothing to do with trees and shit like that. We have the nativity and then we pray to the thing. You have to read a whole rosary before gifts. And even gifts
What
are
the
kind of
fuck?
pushing the Americanization of it because they're not supposed to be doing that.
Okay.
But, you know, kids get disappointed if you don't give them gifts. They don't show up to the fucking church if you don't give them anything. So,
Yeah, and all you get and all regular people get is crackers and a bit of drunken,
man, joke's on you, Jesus, I wanted cool. What the fuck? I'm sorry.
I don't know what the heck. Okay.
I was gonna say what is wrong with you, and then I realized never mind. I don't want to answer.
Yes,
I
the
don't want
answer
to know
is
the
yes.
answer to that question.
So what
Oh,
do you guys?
by the way, for those of you who are interested in Maxi here, she's a TikTok artist, so her tag is on the screen. You want to say it out loud for the listeners?
So my TikTok username is Zadrys, Xadrys. I'm doing this backwards.
Why is that backwards?
I was going.
Oh, you're
this
trying
way.
to. You're
I
trying
was trying to point at
Yeah,
it,
but
and
this is
then I
for
was-
the listeners, so fuck whoever's
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah.
Just say the things out loud that people can look you up on if they're interested in seeing your TikTok stuff.
Yeah, if you're
'Cause that's
interested
where
in
you're
seeing
more-
anything that I post, my TikTok username is Zadrys, Xadrys.
Cool. Just
so yeah.
advertising says members on the screen. But anyway, sorry.
Oh
Question.
yeah, I was just interested in so a lot of people, especially from the listeners that we have of other countries, might not know what Day of the Dead is. So do you want to
Oh.
explain that a little bit because that's coming up very shortly here.
Well, watch Coco by Disney. It's a Pixar movie that kind of, I think they're pretty accurate about the beliefs. But the belief is that, that one day of the year you get together and try to talk to dead people. Or not talk to, you feed them. So you have to make an ofrenda, which is like an altar, I guess. I don't know how to translate it. But you go to their graves and put food on like a table in front of it, so they come and eat. That's the idea. And in Coco, they made a weird thing where they actually grab a copy of the food and they take it to the afterlife. And so I don't know if that's accurate or not to the belief. But the way I was taught when I was a kid is that, yeah, you pick a famous person or a relative that died that you want to offer kind of your condolences to, or respect or something like that, and kind of let them know you remember. So you make the favorite dish and put it in front of them. And there was
really
a lot
weird.
of things like making a cross out of like either salt or flour. So or cocaine. It was a white powder. We didn't test it. As far as I know.
Yeah, that's what I call doing the Jesus
a
line. one way, one going the other way, man.
Talk about ripping one, man.
Yeah, right? Oh my god, we're gonna call it the Judas. Doing a cross of cocaine is called doing the Judas.
But yeah, basically, the thing was to honor the dead person, and you put food in front of the thing. And I always found that fucking weird, because I'm like, you're either feeding street dogs or homeless people, because people will leave the fucking thing of food on the grave at the graveyard and bail. And I'm like, either there's animals that know that's gonna happen every year and gather there. Homeless people know there's gonna be free food at the graveyard. Let's go eat. Or the people who run the fucking graveyard just have a janitor who's like, all right, it's potluck day today. Let's go grab all that shit and bring it in.
all this guy's food.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny because they're actually when
Because we know the dead. I think most people who do this tradition thing know the dead people won't come back and eat the fucking food. You don't come back and the thing's empty. That's not what happens. You give it for gone. You know it's gonna be gone by the next day. The pot's gonna be gone, not just empty. You know what I mean? So no dead person came back from the grave, ate that shit, and then went back to sleep. That's not what ever happens, and we know it. So it's almost an understood thing that the belief is that you do this. I feel like a lot of people in Mexico kind of have a belief that they don't really accept. It's not a belief. Does that make sense? It's like a tradition. It's a tradition
Right.
that they don't really believe, but they kind of have to do it.
Well, okay, so there is a little thing. I don't know if other people have done this before. I don't know if it's just my family, but that's actually something that we do. Is we put like their favorite snack food on there. Like for my grandfather, it was little packaged pretzels, and so we'd leave that on the grave whenever we go and.
Good night. Thank you for watching.
Whenever we would go and tend to the grave, we would leave a small little thing of pretzels there.
Why? And that's kind of goes with that particular
Yeah, I mean,
belief. But why? Well, you do have like Mexican part of your culture, right?
yeah, it's by marriage.
Way far. Oh, okay, never mind then.
Technically by marriage and one by blood. It gets complicated.
Obviously, as family tends to.
Yeah, family gets complicated.
But yeah, this
But yeah, we were doing
I
that
wonder if
since I was
there's
kids.
what is the source? Like if maybe there's a common ancestry before Mexico, before
I have no
whatever
idea.
culture does it here that did that with the dead. I think
My
elephants,
lineage goes back like 3 generations, and then it just cuts. So
because I believe I had read that elephants do something similar to like dead elephants. They keep them in a particular area and they come visit them.
an elephant graveyard.
That's a thing. It's scary.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Everything the light touches.
Not there.
What
Yeah,
about that
not
shadowy
there.
place? Don't fucking go there. don't even fucking think
That
about
was
it.
that was my favorite quote from Mufasa. Don't fucking go there.
But yeah, he said it that way.
Yeah. It's basically how it translates, right?
What's it with that guy playing fathers?
I agree with this person. When I die, just throw a bunch of spaghetti at my tombstone.
Are you gonna eat it?
I mean,
If you're not gonna eat it, go fuck yourself. I don't waste food. That's the dick move.
oh, what if you had? Oh my God, I know what I want on my tombstone now. I want a mouth that you can put food in.
One of
want
those,
just
one of
like
those Chinese coin thingies that actually grabs the
That
food and
actually
starts
grabs
sitting
the
it.
food and starts biting it. That's what I want. I want.
Did you
this.
see there was a video that went viral recently of a dude that he knew he had a deadly disease, so he recorded himself basically saying,
Yeah,
"Let me out, let me
yeah,
out,"
yeah.
and they played
And
it in
like
the fucking
knocking
casket.
on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god, that dude's my hero. That I would so do
That
that.
is like the funniest thing.
That was they stole that from toys. Do you know that? Of course you don't know that. That is a fucking underrated movie by Robin goddamn Williams that Disney's Aladdin took over because it was released the same fucking year. This is why this became a lawsuit, by the way.
Oh, really?
See, this is a fun story that nobody knows about. I'm so excited. So when Robin Williams made we're gonna piss off Disney today. I said it and I meant it. God damn it!
It's like this is it.
know,
This is
man.
what we're doing, I guess.
Robin Williams took the role of the genie, and if you watch the entire movie, he's in roughly 25% of the movie, a quarter of the movie, right? So he said, I am a quarter of the movie. The thing is, at the time, it wasn't a thing to hire a famous person as voicing a character.
Right.
That wasn't known. And back in the day, Disney movies all had like classic character actors, voice actors, or opera singers, like great
singers.
famous,
That was the thing.
Broadway singers and people that are not known to the lame, to pop culture. They're not famous people. But they hire Robin Williams, and that dude is super famous because he had a TV show at the time. He had a couple of movies already out. So he was like a known comedian, and they hired him for the genie, and he said, I don't want my name to be the selling point of this movie. He specifically said, if I'm in 25% of the movie, I want to be in 25% of the advertising, and I don't want toys made with my character. That was his rule. Like, I want none of that shit. I want to be in a Disney movie because I have kids, and I want that to be part of the memory and, be in the history as one of the guys that was in a Disney movie. But I don't want to be, this movie's all about Robin Williams, because it's not about that. They pretty much said, fuck you to that. And the reason is, at the time, he had already been hired for another movie where he played Batty. You know what movie that is, right? It's a natural, like, what do you call it? Like, it's a good, there's a good message. It's another animated movie where he played a bat that raps.
Oh, Ferngully.
Ferngully, yeah. So that movie had a positive message, and that's the reason he wanted to be in it. He had agreed to make that movie before he agreed to be the genie, right? So when he films the genie, and then even though that one technically he had agreed to before, they hadn't recorded yet. So he had scheduled sessions to go record the voice of the baddie, the bat.
Right.
And Disney would book the voice plays for the full weekend that he was supposed to be there to not allow him to.
Oh my
They were
God.
basically blackmailing his session to be on that other movie because they didn't want that other movie to overshadow the genie. Now, at the same time, he said, I don't want my name to be advertised as this because I'm working on a passion project called Toys. And it's a beautiful fucking movie. You should watch it.
I should.
It's actually kind of eerie, but it's a great movie. But it's
Kind of
basically...
eerie. Oh, no.
He plays a weirdly dark but still funny character. It's Robin Williams. It's really difficult
enough.
to explain his
Fair
character
enough. Yeah.
work. But it's a beautiful movie, and his grandpa or his dad, I think, dies, and he had a laughter track of himself in the casket. And he's the only one that laughed. Everybody was like, why is he doing that? That's fucking rude. Who did that? And he was like, thank you, Dad. You got it. Like, he knew his dad. That was the spirit of his dad. He's the only one that understood that that's the way his dad would joke. Well, everybody else is like, that's fucking rude. What the fuck? Yeah. But that's where that's stolen from.
My dad
in
is
real life
quoted
that
as
happened.
saying that he does want a stripper pole to come out of his grave. Don't spit. Swallow. Swallow like a good boy. Come on. You can do it.
Spitters or quitters. Come on.
Got it.
Got it? Good boy.
One of
Good
these
boy.
fucking days, I'm going to make a mess here.
Spit
If I'm already
all
choking on
over it.
something else. Oh, man. But yeah, so he didn't want in that movie what came out the same fucking year as Aladdin, and it became
A huge thing.
completely
Huh?
overshadowed by Aladdin.
Damn.
And because he still recorded the baddie thing, Disney went, well, you don't give a shit about us, so we don't give a shit about your deal. And toys, commercials, everything. And it came out with the weirdest, like, the payoff, like, the dickiest thing you can do is that he said 25% of the poster, right? 25% is what he should be in. He's
literally like most of the background.
Well, he is in multiple posters for that particular movie. He is, in fact, in only 25% of the poster. However, he's the biggest character and everything because the rest of the poster, everybody's tiny and it's a lot of white space. Does that make sense? So they got away with
Hey there,
someone saying hi.
Hey there, Pax.
Pax,
how you doing?
how you doing?
Scientology.
Oh, you here to proselytize?
Oh boy, Scientology.
That's a weird turn of the fucking
Boy, we're
subject.
pissing off Disney and the Scientologists
No,
today.
this episode's gonna go down.
Oh no.
Are we ready for demonetization?
We're about to get sued. Okay.
I'm not making money off of this fucking thing. I'm doing it for fun. If I get paid, it'll be nice, but I don't give a shit. I don't think we have enough views for that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, it's bad. That's
Oh,
all
you
I
just
had to
wanted
say.
to fucking...
Bad. That's all I had to say.
Oh, we should do a Scientology episode.
Probably.
I have
We
a
need to
friend.
research. There is documentaries about this. We should watch beforehand just so we know.
I actually
some of
have
the
a
stuff.
friend who came out of Scientology.
Are you serious?
Yes.
We need to talk to him.
I don't think
it.
they'd be willing to get on the podcast.
Oh, because they get like
Yeah.
flagged and shit.
They
right?
get
Like,
flagged and
people
stuff.
get
I
in
don't
trouble.
like. They are very, very particular about what happens, where their media presence is. But I can go ask them
Interesting.
about a whole bunch of cool stuff. So I do know
Totally down with
somebody who would talk to me about all that stuff.
I want to talk to.
I've heard horror stories from them, and it gets pretty bad.
We were recently talking about that religion that is in Mexico, where like the dudes put like what do you call it? The iron brand. He was branding women's genitals with his initials.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
is how is that for a kink?
I did not get my polo from the Gap.
It's
You down with that? Really?
I'm personally like not into it for myself, but
What, genital branding?
just branding in general.
Oh, okay.
Because even he said like, "Wow, that's too much."
That's a lot.
Here's the
Just
thing.
fucking brands are not forever though. They heal eventually. It's
Oh, yeah,
just
they
a burn.
heal.
Sometimes.
Well, it depends
depends
how
on
fucking deep they go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, a burn is just a burn, and it'll it'll kind of look shitty for a little while, and then it'll just kind of heal away.
Yeah.
That's what burns look like, unless again you fucking burn into the tissue and shit.
Back in
Like a
get in
cow.
there.
2016, I went to a bonfire at a friend's house.
Did you
out
get your
in-
polo from the Gap? You wearing a polo?
Yeah,
You
I'm
wearing a
wearing-
polo? My
I
podcast?
am wearing a polo on your podcast.
What the fuck? Dude,
What?
I don't
You
know
don't
who
like
you
my
are
polo?
anymore.
no, I don't like polos
Look,
at all.
I have to wear my polo to work, okay?
Oh, do you come from work today?
No, I
Then
didn't.
what is your fucking excuse?
Why are you wearing
I
it?
didn't want to do laundry.
I feel that. That's actually a
That's
mood.
relatable. That's relatable.
Yeah, no.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't want to do laundry, and my laundry is piled way high, and I'm like, fuck that noise. I'll do it during the weekend.
And then it never gets done.
And then it never gets done.
Yep,
It will
that
never
sounds
get
about
done.
right.
And I have some really good shirts too.
Speaking of relatable, I kind of want to show what my outfit for Halloween today was. My cosplay with my son.
You probably shouldn't.
Why not?
If we want to put this up on anywhere other than where we want to, if we don't want to, we can't show that and then put this also up on Pornhub or whatever.
That's amazing. My Facebook is
Because
fun.
we like to.
Do you think we're gonna get
Yes, we
stricken
will.
down for that
Yes, we will definitely get struck for that
one?
one.
Shit. All right.
Easily.
Never mind then.
Yep.
Well, fuck you, Disney.
But you can't talk about it.
Yeah. Well, basically, from the Spider-Man into the Spider. What the fuck is the name of the movie?
Into the Spider-Verse.
That. Appreciate that. So from that movie, my
it's in
son is
sync.
obsessed with it, and I bought him the little Miles, so the black Spider-Man outfit with the spray painted logo and the hoodie, and he's wearing shorts and like red shoes, so he's straight up cosplaying
Yeah.
Miles.
Which was adorable.
Yeah,
by
he
the way.
fucking nailed it. He's obsessed with it. He was running around, fucking loved it. And just to not leave my house, because I usually every year I cosplay the Joker. Like Heath Ledger Joker is
Yeah.
my shit. I got it down. Hundreds of dollars into this stupid cosplay. I got that shit down. I can't even
Yeah.
do the scars with silicone and shit. I can do the whole thing. But this year I just kind of turned that shit down to match him, and I borrowed a Spider-Man suit, the whole tight suit, and I'm wearing them right now actually. The pajamas. What do you
The
call
gray
it?
sweatpants.
Yeah, the gray sweatpants. I just wore that on top of them, and a green jacket because he wears a green jacket, and
Which I bought you.
two different. Oh yeah, you bought me that jacket.
I bought him a green
and then two different shoes because that's what the cosplay calls for. He's wearing like one Converse and one like boot.
Like work boots.
Yeah, it's a work boot.
Okay.
It makes no sense. Well, the thing is, at the beginning, he has no shoes. When he gets pulled out, he has no shoes, so he just kind of finds shoes, I think.
Yeah.
They don't address it in the movie, but at some point, he's just wearing different shoes.
Yeah, at one point, just shoes
And,
appeared. And it's like,
he's
alright.
supposed to have a gut, which I don't, apparently, with that suit, I don't have. Regularly, I do, but that suit just fucking sucks it right in. I didn't look as fat as I thought I would look in it. So I might actually buy that suit. It makes me look kind of good.
That's a good suit. Yeah.
Okay, he actually took a picture of my butt. Because man, that suit owes me dinner, man. That thing went in when it shouldn't go, And but yeah.
Well, I helped you. I
that's-
helped you put the suit on for the first time.
Oh yeah, you were there like putting the zipper.
I pinched it.
That zipper is weird
Oh,
because
man.
you would think when you see that suit, how do you think it zips up?
From the back.
Yeah, but it zips
But
up
it's
in
got
a
like a
square.
flap.
Oh,
It's a flap, and it zips around like this.
Oh.
Yeah, it
And
zips
And so I
on
was
your
zipping
back
it
like
down, and it just like caught his skin like right
that.
on
Caught me
his
like
hip,
right here.
and like
But it's not down the middle as most suits
No,
that you
it
can
goes-
think of would be. It's like
It goes from, like,
down a
armpit to
square
armpit.
like this. Yeah.
down in a
Oh,
square. Yeah, it's
that's
super
weird.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
flap goes down, and then so the arms and stuff is all one piece into the neck.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh.
a shirt. You put that on, stick your arms in, and then a flap falls on your back, and then that sits
How
into the
anybody
bottom of
puts that on by themselves, I will never.
I did it today.
You did it?
it. In a rush, yeah, because I was the Joker at work. And as soon
Yeah.
as I clocked out, I grabbed that suit. I basically Spider-Man, right? I'd run into the bathroom with a
Spider-Man.
backpack and just fucking take everything off the vest and the tie for the
Yeah.
Joker and the
It's
shirt.
just-
Everything comes off, and I just throw the fucking just boom. Yeah, that's a fucking. I did that in like 15 minutes. It wasn't. But once I knew how the thing worked, I just kind of knew how to control myself, like just kind of
Yeah.
like, just the weirdest angles. But
You just gotta be.
it's
you
fucking
gotta be
weird to
flexible,
zip
like-
up that flap behind me. Yeah, I got pretty flexible. And then Kelsey did the Nor, the
Yeah,
the,
Nor.
the Nicolas Cage version.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage Spider-Man.
But yeah, it was a blast, man. He had a lot of fun. We went to a rich neighborhood. Speaking
I
of
was
which,
gonna-
you had a question to
An
ask
interesting,
here.
an interesting
Let's just-
question. Yeah.
Let me
so
take a
like,
shot first.
Oh no!
Take a shot. Oh, maybe this is not the best time to ask this question.
Ask it anyway. It's too late. It's happening.
To
Yeah.
trick or treaters.
Oh, that's right.
So,
By the way, before you get there,
okay.
we went to a rich neighborhood to trick or treat because they were giving better candy.
Uh-huh.
One of the houses was giving beers to adults.
Oh, that's
So Kelsey got a straight out like beer, like one of those flavored kind of like not. It wasn't that famous one, the white can.
yeah.
It wasn't one of those, but it was something.
It
like
wasn't
that.
a White Claw. It was
White Claw,
It was.
but it was something like that, some
yeah.
kind of flavored thing with liquor, and they were like, "Oh shit!" And she was just super happy. And like, "This is trick or treating." She was
This
walking
is
around like the adults,
adult
like just walking
trick-or-treating.
around. It was like a gated community, and we're just kind of trick or treating with all the rich kids.
Do I need to keep this over there still?
Yeah, if you want to, it's fine. You don't have to. No.
You don't have to. Yeah.
It's just easy instead of just like constantly reaching into your frame.
It's not going to be within the last 30 minutes, so you're fine.
Yeah.
I gotta say, my not rich kid had a better cosplay than most of those cheap fucking rich kids. I don't understand that. I think their parents are like less.
They're lazy.
Pay less
They don't-
attention. They just took them to
Yeah.
Walmart, picked that one, and put that on. That's
Yeah. Well, I mean, like even like actual like genuine Halloween stores, like their costumes aren't all that great. I used to
oh,
work
they're
for
garbage.
one,
Yeah.
and like
I tried to get a Spider-Man
There-
suit from there. It was fucking garbage. So
There are
I borrowed
some-
it from someone who's a cosplayer, and it's a $200-$300 suit.
yeah, there's some things that Halloween stores sell. Like I've seen like Harry Potter like cloaks, like the Slytherin like robe and like things like that are actually like good, like high quality, like decent pieces, but they're each like $30-$40 a piece. And you're only getting that one thing. When you go for like full costumes, you're getting these super flimsy, fragile,
Yeah, it's not worth
rip
it.
at the seams, you know, and you're paying $40-$50 for this whole costume. And I'm like, it's not worth it.
The Spider-Man
You can
suit
put
that
one-
they sell at that store is
Yeah.
$65. It's copyrighted
Yeah.
material.
Yeah, and it's
And
cheap
it
as
doesn't
shit.
fit. It's garbage. It doesn't even stretch. It's
Yeah.
fucking shit.
Well, and the sizing systems are complete bullshit.
oh,
like,
yeah. They're
I,
made up.
like as somebody who used to work for a Halloween store, like it's absolute crap.
Interesting. Anyway, sorry. Moving on
Oh,
about
no,
trick-or-treating.
You're good, yeah. So, maybe we shouldn't actually.
No, this is a nice, dangerous material that I like to talk about.
Really?
So bring
I was
it up.
I was actually
It
gonna
is
say
hot in
not
here, right?
now.
It's not just me. All right.
It's warm in
She
here.
took her hoodie off over there and like it's fucking hot. All right.
I know,
I'm
we have an
sweating.
audience today. I'm wearing a very warm hat.
But take it off, asshole. Who
No,
made
I'm
you
gonna-
wear it?
I want to wear my hat.
Who died and made you Pope?
Do you see this hat?
He
It's
is
a good hat. It's a good hat.
Is it?
Where'd you get it?
Yeah. My friend got it for me, actually. I have no idea where he got it.
It gives
It
her
looks
the
it looks very stable. Like
It is.
just
It is
stays up,
really, it's really like
It's not
solid.
like those flimsy ones. Oh, yeah, that's solid.
Wow.
That's a real
it's,
hat.
It's solid.
It's like a cowboy hat.
It's a hat.
it's
yeah.
a hat. Like there's.
It's a hat. Dude. As opposed to.
So I was
Okay.
gonna say, so would you let your kid, if you were with them, obviously, right, go up to a pedophile's house to get candy?
yeah.
That was the question.
Maxie, do you
Because-
have an answer for that?
I don't have kids, so
But would you if you?
I mean, like, if
that's what a hypothetical. Is supposed to
That's
be.
a hypothetical.
If I were with them, yeah, I just wouldn't let the kid out of my sight.
I mean,
Right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't see like a problem with it. So, like, because with that many people out, like, on a night like that, like, with so many, like,
Honestly,
prying eyes, I
chances
guess you could
is
say.
you did it without knowing it. I'd rather
Yeah.
just know it.
Yeah, I would rather know.
Right? You're going house to house. You're not interviewing anybody.
yeah.
And chances are you're going to not your neighborhood.
Well, actually,
Most people don't do it in their own neighborhood.
most neighborhoods, depending on like the level of sexual predator, they send out like just like a notice that's like who they are, where they moved to, and what their offense was and when.
I think there was recently a lawsuit in some state.
Yeah,
that-
there was a lot. That's why I was bringing it up because there was a lawsuit in a state recently where they put signs on the front of these people's houses.
Yeah, that's a dick move. That's
yeah.
just assault. Like, come on, man. That's not
Yeah.
nice.
Well, yeah. The thing is that there are certain rules that they weren't playing within.
Yeah.
I think, and I don't know how far the lawsuit's
They're
going to go.
registered and people can find them, but the whole putting a sign in front of their fucking yard, that's just a...
It's
That's
the biggest
bullying.
thing. The biggest thing is that normally it would be okay if you had to sign up for it originally, but this isn't part of the original sign up process.
They just added that on top
They
of
just
it.
added it on top of that. And it's
Yeah,
like, you
no,
can't-
that's not how that
you
works.
can't do that. Like you have to be.
Well, it's kind of like if they
certain
send you
amount
to
of time.
they send you to jail, and on top of sending you to jail, they also torture you. They're like, yeah, but that wasn't on the fucking paperwork that said
Yeah.
I'm being punished by being incarcerated.
Yeah.
Not fucking actually tortured. But yeah, to answer your question, yes, I will fucking let my kid. Like if I know, and I'm there,
Yeah.
fuck it. They're probably gonna give him better candy. That guilt,
That's what I was saying.
that guilt candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get him. That's where all the good candy is.
The good candy. Yeah, they're trying. Well, they're probably they have a nice collection of candy. We were.
Don't take candy. Taking the whole like don't take candy from strangers to a whole nother level.
But I mean,
But
if
it's
you're
good
there,
candy.
But it's good candy.
It's good candy. It's
It's
the best
good
candy.
if you're there, I mean, they must have nice candy if they became.
I mean,
I can't even finish the joke. It's too fucked up.
the joke's pretty messed up. I love it. That's okay. I'll finish it for you.
This is why you're my friend.
I bet you they have great taste in vans too. That's how you know. You always bring a pedophile to get your white van with no windows. Every street's got one, I bet.
Okay, okay. Speaking of white vans with no windows,
That's a segue.
that's what I'm going with here. So in my old neighborhood, there was
been
a
done
house down the street from me there were two vans there. There was a maroon one and a white one, and they were the exact same kind of van in the exact same style. No windows, only windows like in the front. That's it. That's all there was. And those were the only vehicles that this couple drove. There's a man and a woman living in this house by themselves, no kids, no pets, no nothing.
So why the fuck did they need a van?
And they both owned a van.
Why do they play music somewhere and they need the?
I don't think
their
they were an
equipment.
older couple.
They
And-
can
but-
be in a band, old people.
This is
I don't know.
my hometown is very
Giving them the benefit
half
of
the
the doubt, I have
population
no
is like
fucking idea.
55 and up, and they're all like old conservative blue hairs. So I really don't think any of them were in a band. But like it was just like super creepy because I would like be like getting home from school and my bus stop was right in front of their house. And so like it's just like really weird when I'm walking home from school, next thing I know there's this white van coming up behind me and I'm like trying to like race home and I'm like I know they live there. It's still freaky as hell.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy to see. Yeah, interesting.
It's the only vehicles that these people owned.
I
And
would
was
say, in my personal experience from taking my kid trick or treating, those kids just assault whoever's there with a little bucket of fucking candy and like fucking hands.
yeah.
That doesn't seem like trick or treating. It seems like assault. You ever seen you ever seen a bunch of like puppies go off to the titty? Or they just
What?
puppies when they
No, I know. I know.
Puppies. Oh, I thought you said puppets. I was like,
no, what the fuck?
Puppets going after the titty.
exactly. Now you know why I was absolutely confused.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that
Did I say it with a big accent? Is that what happened?
No, I think I'm just brain dead
Alright,
today.
cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, I'm just stupid today.
Let's
It's the
not
hat.
blame me. Yeah, I get it.
It's
Yeah,
the
no.
hat.
It's
My
usually
hat's-
my shitty accent that fucks everything up.
No, it's just Baymax.
No, it's my brain today.
But
That's okay. It's
but yeah,
your
like-
brain. I'm deaf in one ear, and he has an accent. So I mean,
yeah, kids trick or treating are fucking abrasive. And at some point, like, hey, stay out of the fucking door. Like, they nearly walk into this dude's house to get candy from a massive bucket that he's holding, right? And then, like, just grab a couple, right? And fucking handfuls and shit.
Yeah.
And, like, some people were fucking lazy and they just put a bucket outside. And, like,
Yeah.
you know the first kid's gonna grab that, empty it into his bag, and leave.
Yeah.
Stupid. That's just a bet. Like, that's
Well,
just
you
lazy.
also have to take into consideration, like smaller kids' hands only take a couple. That's all they can grab.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, that's really, like, a handful
This is-
for a kid is
so-
a couple for us.
One of those houses gave my son this fucking thing, and I have questions because I'm like, how many of this did you buy?
Those are expensive,
Counting
too.
of giving a fuckload of kids some.
Look, they're
Because
rich.
it's a dick move if they just. Well, it's not rich. It's a convenience. Look at the size of this fucking thing. You think they bought a case of this?
Probably.
Because a case is probably what, like 100 of this.
Unless they work at a factory.
Imagine that shit. They just stole that shit.
Well,
Before I saw a
some-
dude at work that had I'm gonna show you this one. I saw a dude at work, and I had to take a picture with him because I'm like, what the fuck, dude? How do you? And it's like, yeah, I used to work there.
Wow. Okay.
That's a thing that happened.
He came in. Should we?
Yeah, you can say it, but it's just
He
it's just a
came
good
in
surprise.
as a wearing a Chuck E. Cheese helmet.
Yeah, like the full.
The
fucking
full
thing.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Hey, man, go hard or go home, I guess.
I was just blown away. The dude wasn't even wearing the outfit. He's like a gray hoodie. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But he fucking had walking around. And I'm like,
Hey, man, a good
I need
hat's
a
all
picture
you
with
need.
that motherfucker. And then somebody just from his area just was like, oh yeah, he used to work at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, so he stole it? There's no way Chuck E. Cheese just gave him the fucking thing. He stole it.
Yep.
Right? There's no way that you don't buy that at a custom shop. Right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's
a great question.
Oh
Can
my
you buy a
God.
Chuck E. Cheese helmet at a costume shop?
Let's Google that shit up. Hold
What?
on.
Right now?
Why the hell not? And welcome to the segment of the show that we call Reaction to Porn.
Oh God! Don't.
Pornhub React.
Oh, don't look up Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, you gave me.
Oh,
You
no.
shouldn't have said
Oh,
that out
no.
loud.
What?
Why
Let's
did I say that
say
out loud?
Pornhub.
Babe,
That
why did
count.
you do this?
Let's
Yeah,
see
look
what
up
happens.
Chuck E.
Chuck
Cheese.
E.
Oh God,
Cheese.
dude, our fucking
It
Pornhub
popped up.
account.
It actually popped up. Oh my
Blowjob
God.
at a Chuck E. Cheese parking lot?
Wow, that's not really.
That's not Chuck E. Cheese.
That's just a
That's
blowjob.
That's just a blowjob and a.
How do
you
you
can't
feel
even-
about the whole ball suck in the middle of a blowjob? I don't understand that. That doesn't, in my experience, doesn't turn me on any on. I don't know how to say that.
Turn you on any more than
Typically
that.
it's to maintain stimulation, not to keep going. So it uses different muscles usually.
So there's nobody wearing the Chuck E. Cheese hat here. Chuck E. Cheese, what?
Road stage demo. They literally have.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
That's the band. It's a video of the band.
They have a video of the band on Pornhub.
That's not even porn.
No, it's not. It is just like
Okay, that isn't that granddaughter. That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's an
Creepy,
old
yeah.
fart fucking a little girl.
Yeah.
That's creepy. Well, I mean, she's not. She's probably like a teenager, but there's still a weird age difference. We did talk about that. We gotta watch that movie about age
play.
difference.
Yeah, dude.
There's
Harold
a
and Maude.
movie. Yeah, it was like an older lady and a young dude. Yeah, there's nothing. There's no Chuck E. Cheese porn. Amazing. We found the thing that's not a thing.
Well, to be fair though, we
Well,
did find
okay.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it was someone fucking like getting a blowjob
Okay,
at
I
a Chuck E.
guarantee
Cheese.
you
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese porn probably exists, just not on Pornhub.
Not on Pornhub. Yeah.
All right, Google.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Because-
here we go. Chuck E. Cheese porn.
Because here's the thing, there's Rule 34. If it exists, there's porn of it.
I know. That's what I assumed.
So there's the Pornhub
There's a
one.
video from
Blowjob,
at the
parking
Chuck E. Cheese parking
lot.
lot. They were banned for Chuck E. Cheese for. No, that's an article.
If you go to images, you'll probably
Oh
find
yeah,
something.
try images.
Yeah.
Make sure
just click
yeah,
images.
make sure
Yeah.
your safe search is off. Bet you we get some furry. Yep, there it is.
There it is.
Yep,
Oh,
that is
animated.
some.
That's animated
Wow.
porn. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's basically Rule 34.
Yep. I'm immediately
And then there's Rule
uncomfortable.
36.
There's 2 pictures. 3.
I am immediately uncomfortable.
What the fuck? That's a pregnant ghetto black woman.
Wow.
What do they have to title it that? That's not nice. Pregnant ghetto black. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
no.
no.
Wait,
Oh,
what
no,
is
no, no.
FTC? What is
Isn't that
FTC?
the Federal Trade Commission?
What?
What is? Wait, this is not porn, is it?
No.
Specs
Marketing
Chuck E.
children. Oh my god.
Marketing to children.
Oh yeah, that's not a surprise. At one point, is that illegal or something?
No,
Advertising
wait.
a particular
Oh no, maybe not.
company to children.
Look, there's
that's silly.
Thanks, furries.
Look at
Thanks,
that
furries.
cock. Okay.
Thank you, furries, for making a muscular Chuck E. Cheese porn.
Yeah, with a big cock. And
Yeah.
is he wearing something? Because I don't get it.
No,
It's
he's
just like
it's just
like
a towel.
Yeah.
I think it's like an apron, right? Because it
Or
goes from the knees,
maybe.
like from the waist to the knees. Anyway,
Yeah, this is really
I
weird.
don't know. So we just found something stupid.
Yeah.
That's what this show is all
It does
about.
exist.
It does exist. It's just not on Pornhub. There's no videos of it. It's just a couple of pictures. I remember, like a very young age, finding like Simpsons fucking
Yeah.
pictures and
That's
gifs.
the thing.
And it was like, what the fuck?
I was 13 when I found out about Rule 34.
I have a feeling that can't necessarily be a thing.
What?
There's
What?
gotta be some weird shit that doesn't have porn yet.
well, I mean, obviously, but
There's too
Yeah.
many human things in the
But it's-
world.
it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, but typically you can find porn.
If you Google something, you can probably find porn.
if you Google like something and then porn, it'll show up.
Something porn.
All right, look at images.
Is watching
Yeah.
porn okay?
No.
Beginnings.
What?
No, it's a sin. Is it? I mean, that's just.
I mean,
You'd
yeah,
probably
but
have to. You'd probably
you have to be a little more specific. You had to like.
if you wanted like
What
if you
could
looked
possibly not have porn involved yet?
up nothing
like,
with
now
Tim
I'm
Curry
thinking
in it.
nothing-
I've already I've already looked it up, and the answer is yes. There, everything that he has been in there has been porn of.
I'm not surprised.
So, I mean, should I start on Pornhub and like look for something and see if I can get no results
Well, 'cause
somewhere in
porn-
Pornhub?
We had one of those recently, didn't we?
Yeah, I think I misspelled something. It was the poop one. Yeah, the poop one got like deleted.
Yeah, the poop one got
Scat.
deleted.
Wait.
porn.
Oh, I was like, wait, wait, why?
Yeah, but we know that one exists.
Yeah, we know that's a porn thing, but I think Pornhub doesn't let you
Yeah, it doesn't let
look
you.
for scat porn.
Yeah, they don't let you look for it, but it exists on there.
Oh, it exists on. It just doesn't say scat.
Yeah.
You
no,
have to
it-
figure. You have to figure out the correct
A lot of it has to
terminology.
do with AVDL stuff.
Is there any animal
yeah.
stuff? I've never seen anything suggested.
No, animal
So
stuff
that's
wouldn't be
also
on
kind
here.
of illegal in a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
places. Why
illegal.
the hell would they be publishing
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, and we know that stuff exists.
That we know it exists. I think I've seen.
I
Like,
mean,
back in the
there's-
LimeWire days, I think like some wrestling paper I was trying to download. It was like a girl
Donkey
fucking a
show.
horse. Yeah, fucking weird
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, donkey shows. We already talked about that about Mexican heritages and
There's places in the United States where that's still illegal. While
Yeah.
it's illegal to spit in the bus, it's totally illegal to fuck a horse until you die. Because a dude, I think in Washington, some dude got fucked by a horse and died.
you know what? I'm more okay with that than you think than you would initially think. I'm much okay with the dude being able to spit on a bus and being allowed to have a horse fuck him to death.
Yeah, because that's his own ass, right?
Yeah,
but
that's
I
his
have to walk
ass.
on that spit.
Yeah, but I have to be around that spit, and I don't know what the fuck is in that spit if you're sucking a horse dick. So, like,
You got horse haze in that bus, and you wouldn't want that.
yeah, who wants horse aids? I mean, I don't.
I'm sure the horse doesn't want it either.
The horse is that even a thing? I have no idea. I've never
No,
looked
that's
that
not a
up.
thing.
Are there STDs that
I
go
don't
from
think
animal
so.
to human?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
What
I made up
was
a
it?
weird idea, and I didn't know what's that.
I don't remember if it was gonorrhea or chlamydia that was never found in humans up until Christopher Columbus came back from the States.
Yeah.
And before then, it was only found in llamas.
That's amazing.
So,
Dude, you can trace back a disease to someone fucking a llama?
uh-huh.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, that's beautiful.
I
I'm gonna
have
look
no
that shit up.
I
That's
have no idea
brilliant.
anything
If that's
about that.
true, I'm so happy
Yeah,
right now.
I might be wrong on the disease name, but I'm pretty sure it had something to do like back in like that timeline. It wasn't found in humans before.
I love that
point.
gif that keeps playing on Pornhub.
Oh, yeah.
Where like the dude just appears in her bathtub. She just sees a dick. Like you didn't notice the black dude jumping in the tub. She
It's-
just
it's a-
notices a black dick floating.
I can't get over.
No, and then she's like, oh, yeah, I'm fucking him now. Okay.
I can't get over like that one scene where like the chick walks in with like a lifeguard bathing suit.
Oh,
She's like,
yeah. This is a
Oh my
bathtub.
god, yes.
It looks
a
like you need a
terrible
lifeguard
porn.
here at your beach. This isn't a beach. This is a bathtub. No body of water is safe. I can't even say it with a straight
Oh my
face.
god.
Dude,
Like, I saw that video
there's
before it
that
became a
one.
meme.
There's that one. There's the porn that 4chan wrote. There's
no.
The it's just filled with shitty memes.
Oh my god.
Now they're all really old.
Oh,
really
by the
old
way,
memes.
Epstein didn't kill himself. I couldn't help myself. That's because of memes. That's never gonna go away.
Oh yeah.
That pedophile guy that
Yeah.
killed
Epstein?
himself.
Yeah.
Epstein didn't kill
Epstein?
himself. That everybody knows this.
Yeah, Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah. By the
know,
way,
everything-
you want to show some of our viewers what you can do with that ball right there?
Well, I mean, I can contact Juggle, but
Oh yeah, that's all we need to know.
yeah,
That's it. We don't need to see it. That's fine.
We're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's
Have
good.
faith. Have faith. Within faith,
Yeah, have-
everything is
yeah,
possible.
Have faith in my ability to contact Juggle.
No, you're actually pretty boss with that thing. It's fascinating because that looks purple here, but that's probably because the table is kind of a purple and blue.
Well, it's also purple.
Oh, it is purple. I thought it was just seeing reflections of this thing because
no.
like most of the room is blue and purple.
It's actually purple.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it looks a little weird on the thing. It looks like I'm.
it's
going-
invisible. It looks like you're seeing your shirt through it. That's what that looks
Yeah.
like. Like it's a clear ball. Here, this ought to help the distinction here.
Just as a background, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a background on the wall
It's a white background so you can see the color of the ball. Anyway, why are you moving it towards me?
because it was.
I don't
funny.
want your ball all over me.
Too bad. You get it.
It's too bad.
You get my ball.
This is it. You get this. It's fine. Just take it.
I always find it fascinating. What is that? Is it advertising something?
Huh? Yeah,
When
it's
you open
advertising.
Pornhub,
Like,
there's always a GIF of the weirdest
Yeah,
combination
there-
of porn
yeah,
together.
they're just they're ads by particular person. So that is
Ads by
by
traffic junkie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's.
So what happens if
So,
I
like-
click here?
So okay.
I don't know. You're on.
That's a whole nother website.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it goes.
Brazers. It goes to
Brazzers.
Brazers. Oh, Brazzers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So browsers.
Oh my god, I
buy out-
love that
Does
one.
that we-
That one.
Oh!
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
is so funny. I love
Oh
What
it.
my
are
God.
they doing?
Everything under the sun.
Literally.
It's
Like this
it's
woman
great.
is freaking 3 times this girl's size. Like,
It's,
Yeah.
it's fucking great.
And that girl squirt. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
This scissoring, I'm so confused.
yeah.
It happens so quickly that it looks like a coat. I feel like she
face
made
that
that
she
face.
makes.
I feel like this should be like you know that English song. What do you call it? Do you know what's in it?
I don't know what the name of it is. I at one point did.
It's fascinating to see. Just
Wait, are you talking about the?
oh, you have to
Benny
pay for
Hill
this.
Yeah. Browsers is a paid
Theme? Yeah,
thing.
you were thinking of the Benny Hill theme.
Let me look it up. Can I play a bit of it? Benny?
Yeah, I think it's Benny Hill. Yeah, Hill theme. There you go.
Let's see. See
It's
if you have
muted.
that. Right. Oh, it is muted. Yeah,
That one.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That's what I think should be playing. I'm like, can I just watching porn with this soundtrack in the background?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
That was a bit from Cheech and Chong had one to stand up where Chong masturbated to the NASA song. The dun 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 dun.
Oh,
dun,
Zarathustra.
dun. God, you know the name of everything. That's actually Ric Flair's music, by the way. In wrestling, that's his actual soundtrack.
Zarathustra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it actually starts with him going woo. Ric Flair theme,
Well, you just look up Zarathustra.
Excuse me.
but I like the woo.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
his theme.
Okay.
So yeah, so there's this a Chong bit where he's masturbating. He's like in the sky as an astronaut, and is like figuring out how things work with gravity and shit. And then the last two notes are like din din din. He just starts masturbating at the end. You never seen it?
No, I haven't seen that.
Wait, let me see. Oh
King.
god, that's probably not a good thing to look up, but fuck it. Chong masturbation bit. Open masturbation champion. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Oh, dude, I love Randy Writes a Novel. That's hilarious.
That's
Yeah, I
Rafi
don't-
May. What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they have it.
Nah, probably not. But that's Chong. No, wait. Yeah, that's a bit from Cheech and Chong where like he wins the masturbation championship and he's like doing this constantly. That's a classic. Anyway, Cheech and Chong. Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
Did you ever watch any of those movies? Yeah, man.
I watched Up in
I love that you
Smoke.
say that by accident. You watched Up in Smoke?
Yeah.
Have you seen the?
I actually got that. I actually got that in high school as a white elephant gift. One of the teachers brought it.
Hey, teacher gave you that.
A teacher gave me that.
Did they know what was in it?
Oh yes.
That's a good teacher.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Pretty
He was
dope
really
teacher
good.
for giving you that shit.
Not gonna lie, he looked like a kind of teacher that would
be giving that kind of shit out.
giving
Yeah.
that kind of shit out. Fairly certain that he was using some of that not enough teacher
You know,
money.
like Pee Wee Herman was in one of their movies. Mm-hmm. You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a coke addict
Yeah, he is a coke addict.
in that movie.
That's really not surprising.
It's such a weird cameo because at the time Pee Wee's like a kid's. You know, it's like seeing George Carlin in the voice of the the kids show. What was Mr. Conductor?
Oh yeah, from Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine. George Carlin was once Mr. Conductor, like his voice, and he's in the show. They're like George Carlin, 7 dirty words you can't say on television. George Carlin,
Yeah.
on a kids TV show. That's weird. That's just a weird casting. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah, that would be an odd one. Like you walk down to like the PBS like thing, and he just goes, "So, Mr. Carlin, we know your stand-up, but please don't say any of that stuff while recording. We really prefer not to have to bleep literally everything that you say."
You know, John Mulaney is the guy who voiced. You know who John Mulaney is?
Yeah.
comedian. He voiced Spider-Pig in the Spider-Verse movie.
Right.
And he said that they casted him, and he started recording line after line after line that he was improvising. And about an hour, and it was like, "Is this an R-rated movie?" It was like, "No, it's a Disney. It's a Disney Marvel." It's like, "Wait, so you can't use any of the shit I just said?" They're like, "No, we're just kind of letting you warm up." So he just made a bunch of material that he can't use because he cusses a lot.
Oh my god. I bet you that was very similar to the way George Carlin did it.
Probably.
Well, no, they probably, PBS, they probably handed him a script and said,
He must have known what he was going for. Yeah. Money's money, dude. Like, he was trying to make money at the time. He was into a lot of drugs at the time, too. George Carlin had, like, a heart attack in, like, early age and didn't kill him. He had multiple heart attacks before he died. That was fascinating. That dude survived some shit. But, yeah, I just find it fascinating when they would hire someone who obviously cusses a lot and they try to get him not to. It's weird. Anyway, we're running out of time here. We got like 2 minutes. Do you want any closing remarks? Anything you'd like to, just a message you want to leave forever on the internet?
Something that particularly comes to mind.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of on the internet as is, so.
Yeah, one thing does come to mind that I forgot to mention. This is the correct setting. If you're comfortable, the ice.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I've said this in the podcast without outing who it was.
Well, are they willing to out themselves who it is?
Yeah,
because that is a very interesting kink, and I figure you probably have a question or two.
Question? You assume
you
I haven't
give me
done
advice. Yeah, you give me advice about this.
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean question? I thought I was the one that helped you.
But just in a short bit, describe why you would enjoy.
So I truthfully like really enjoy temperature play.
Uh-huh.
And I happen to enjoy cold more than I enjoy heat.
Yeah, well, most people go for candles. You'd like ice.
While candle wax is like one extreme, ice is going to be the opposite. And that's just like my personal preference, though most people are very confused at the fact that I want it inserted into me rather than just on my skin.
Most
but I'm like,
people.
Yeah.
I can relate.
I was fucking like, you want what?
So just do it.
And I just went.
You
just do it because I was just touching you with it. Like, no, just do it. I'm like, what?
I was like, no, seriously. Like, I'm not kidding.
I swear, I thought it was just a kink joke. Like, some people they choke me out until I die. And like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But they're kidding.
Usually.
Yeah, no, like seriously, like put ice inside of me. That's I'm asking that. That's what I want. That's.
Yeah. Because that's how you cool down the system. You know, we're talking about car mechanics here.
Yeah, just car mechanics. That's how you cool down the system. Every now and then you have to
put ice in the system because you don't want it to overheat.
No, don't put ice in your system. Don't do that. Don't do that to your car. Don't put ice in the system. Use coolant.
I'm a terrible mechanic.
It just so happens that this particular thing that we're talking about needs ice in it, but don't put systems in your standard automotive thing. That goes.
We're talking about ramen. We're talking about making soup.
Yeah,
And, you gotta
yeah.
put a little ice in it every now and then. You don't want to burn
You don't
yourself.
want to burn yourself. Yeah. When things get too hot, maybe a little too steamy, you want to put a little bit of ice in there. Just just take that edge off.
Just take the edge off. Well, I mean, also like you have to think about it this way. It also it.
Did you ever get around to buying a mold?
No, I didn't.
Because how is that not the obvious place to go?
I haven't had time.
You know where to find one, right?
Yeah.
We gotta get one of those.
Yeah,
Because
they're not
that
terribly
screams
rough.
Pornhub.
Yeah.
That can't be a. Wait, I don't know why the
There's
fuck
two-
I'm asking the question. I have Pornhub in front of me.
What you don't? Yeah, no, that's like a thing. That's like a huge thing.
I never heard of it. Like I never seen it. I heard of it because you told me it exists. I misspelled.
Dildo. You mean dildo? Well, it's time.
Well, also,
time's
like-
up.
Oh yeah, we gotta go. Sorry,
We'll look this up in a minute.
we're out of time. We'll find the ice dildo video later on. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to keep up with us, freakingdeviant.com, or you can send us an email at freakingdeviant@gmail.com if you want to send us a subject, something you want us to talk about and you don't want to participate. And if you want to participate, we are live every let's go with Thursday next time, right?
Thursdays? Okay.
So next Thursday, because I still work on the next weekend. So
Okay.
next week will be the last Thursday, and we're gonna probably start doing them Fridays.
Okay.
And then throw a party after that or something.
That sounds good. Sounds good.
So Thursday, next Thursday, around 11:30 p.m., something like that.
Sounds good. And I'll probably talk to my Scientologist friend.
Yeah, and we're talking about
we'll do
Scientology, a little bit.
Scientology next week.
Absolutely. So thank you guys very much for listening. Max, you want to say something before we go?
I don't have anything that's coming
Say
to mind.
goodbye to the camera.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
It was thank you guys for letting me come on here and chat about it. And
Bullshitting, yeah.
Yeah.
No limits. All right, thank you guys for listening. Life is chaos.
Nothing is sacred.
Good
Night,
night, everybody. Oh shit, how do you stop this thing?